Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A time for Mac Jones and his Patriot offense to take the field. Jones now in his second season since being selected 15th overall in 2021. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Throwing Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. The Patriots at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? That's coaches on down. They've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris powering forward. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They hand this off to Harris. To about the 26 here. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a give. Running left is Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 42 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This opening drive has taken them to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Harris. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. They run for it with Harris. And this time he is in. Yes. Damian Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in from Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson. Now it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. 3rd and long. It's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Running back Damian Harris, and the Patriots ready to go on their next drive here. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Bourne. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I think we'd have to say that last season it was an excellent move for Kendrick Bourne to sign with the New England Patriots. Set career highs in catches and yards, and even ran the jet sweep to great effectiveness. They love to get it to him at any level on the field. They rewards him there with a 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Easy slant, and he just stops.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is certainly playing in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictable.
No accuracy whatsoever, of course.
And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that goes to the goal line. If you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that the safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit.
I like that pull down when I already threw it before he got to me.
This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
This is taken at the 23. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. After the interception, here's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On fourth down, Jones. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off play action. Jones. On the crossing route, complete. It's Myers. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Folks, kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin with a battle of the green. The New York Jets taking on Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Alan Lazard, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head down to Chicago to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And as you see, they were losers back on Thursday night. Carson Wentz, excellent in the victory as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for New England. And they've had some success on the ground. And with the lead going into the second half, they'll no doubt be looking to keep it going. Meanwhile, for the Browns, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They go with Chubb on 2nd. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Dances by him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off, too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 63 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run again with Harris. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. But he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going to try and throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st. Back to throw. Jones. He completes it to Henry. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
They run with Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Looking to throw, Jones. And pass to Henry is intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a
Never throws it where you want
It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. The guy's man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Unless you're the computer.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Watson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. Following the penalty, Chubb. And a solid run down inside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
York able to send this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
So now Jones and the Patriots down 20-10, a little over 50 seconds remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's got Henry, and he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, is going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away.